Hello, all you wonderful people out there in YouTube land. Vic Mornington. I thought I'd do something a little bit different with this next video. There is a number of video-based and blog-based guides of how to basically overhaul your default avatar into something that looks kind of presentable for as cheap a budget as possible, but as far as I'm seeing, there's nothing really out there that shows you how to make an avatar look a bit like this. Yes, it's going to cost a bit, but the way this has been priced out, it's going to be under $50, so that's under 50 US dollars. It'll be under, I mean, the exchange rate between the pound and the dollar right now is a bit on the iffy side, but if the pound starts climbing back up, it should be under 42 to 45-ish pounds, and you will get a base avatar that will basically last you for years. Because with the body parts that we're going to be getting, we should be able to get updates from the major manufacturers of the body and the head for as long as those companies last. A lot of the cheaper alternatives out there are basically a dead end. It's essentially what you're buying into. You're essentially buying into a dead end product. So if there's any updates, why is my avatar... Stop turning round like that. There we go. But if you buy into those cheaper products, you're basically buying into a dead-end body and a dead-end head. There's going to be no updates for it. You're going to be stuck with that body. And much more importantly, when you go out to buy clothing, suits, if you're going to a formal event, shirts, jeans, trousers / pants, whatever you call it in the United States, and everything that you wear on the body, in other words clothing, there is no guarantee that the cheaper body option that you bought is going to be compatible with the clothing that you're going to buy in the future. Spend a little bit more now and save a lot of headaches later on down the road. Now, obviously we're not going to do it with this body. This is the Vic Mornington avatar with Thumper on the shoulder. This has already been updated, so to actually do an update, we need to head on to my original avatar. Oh boy, look at the state of him. This is actually my original avatar, folks. If I right click on the name, go to profile, you can see that this avatar was born in 2006. The Vic Mornington one was actually born a year and a half later. This is the original avatar. And what happened was the Vic Mornington avatar was basically made to be, a money holder for Brunel Hall, which is the big hotel that I run in New Babbage. And I ended up just spending more and more time on the Vic Mornington account, buying more and more things for the Vic Mornington account. And this account here, the original one, which is coming up in 16 years old, this ended up being the money one. Hence why he looks like this. Yeah, it's essentially the starter avatar. It's not good at all, folks. It really isn't good. And the walk is... oh... boy, what we're going to do with the 11,000 Lindens that you're seeing up there, right up there at the top, which comes out to it comes out to slightly over 45 US dollars and slightly under, at the time of the current exchange rate, slightly under 45 pound. We're going to upgrade him to look presentable. Yeah, because right now he's not. He's really not. So, in my inventory, if I head into recent, I've got a bunch of landmarks that Vic Mornington, the other account, dropped on him. And we've got Lelutka, Signature, Beliza, and Vault here. This is the way that I would do it. If this is your first time doing this, which it probably will be if you're watching this video, this is probably your first time overhauling your avatar, I would buy the items first, instead of buying the body first, putting the body on, being completely buck naked, and then going into Lelutka and Vault here to buy your hair, and then getting banned because you're naked. Right, so we're gonna head into well, we'll go top down, screw it. We'll go into Lelutka first. And Lelutka is where we're gonna pick up the head. Wow, things are rezzing slow. This is what I get for recording this during peak time, United Kingdom. Right, we're going to get the head first, get rid of all this stuff down here. It has been a long time since I've been here. And it's changed around a bit. Oh my God, look at that awful walk. Right. What are we going to do here? See, there's a lot of female heads here, but there is male heads linked in. Now, again, this is going to be your first time doing this probably. Evo X is a different spin from the normal Evo line. And Evo X, which is what this is, Evo X needs a specific different skin from the current or normal line. There is a lot of skin manufacturers making male skins for Evo X heads. There's more and more as the weeks go on, so it's up to you which head you want to buy. The skin store that we're going to does have skins for Evo X male head. You know what? We'll go for Connor. Yeah, we'll go for Connor. So, 3,990 Lindens. Ka-ching. We grab you, we accept that box, and now we head back into the inventory and we head to signature body, where we're now going to pick up the body that we're going to replace this horrible one with. Signature is one of the main ones for male avatars out there, and again, you're going to be using this body for a long time, because Signature, along with Lelutka, you're going to be using the head for a long time as well. Signature, along with Lelutka, do update their bodies. It's not like every week, it's like every 5 or 6 months if they come up with a new idea for the scripting. The one we're going to go for is the most common one, which is the Gianni body. Practically every single male clothing manufacturer does clothings that fit around the Gianni body mesh. This one here, which is the Davis body, is a bit more slender. You'll find that a lot of clothing manufacturers do the Davis body, but not as many as the Gianni body. So we're going to hit buy. 3,900 Lindens. Pay. Wait for it. Wait for it. Casper's running a bit slow. Hit accept. So we've now got our head. We've now got our body. Now what we're going to do is get the skin. In other words, what colour of skin, what skin tones it's going to be. So we're now in Belize. By the way, all the links to these shops are going to be in the description down below in case anyone's wondering. Wow, this place has changed as well. See, I haven't shopped for a new body or skin for, wow, 2 years? So this has changed. We don't want a female skin, obviously. We want a male skin. Where are we going to go here? Actually, what have they got in the new releases? Anything special? It's all female skins. I think I'm on the wrong side. Yeah, I'm on the wrong side. I'm on the female side. Right. Oh my God, look at the scary run he's doing. So we need a skin. We're going to go to the back here, and these are the 4 main skins that you can get for your male avatar in Belize. Now again, there's going to be people in the comments saying, Vic, there's a lot more places that have a lot more choice. That's true, but it's better to keep it simple, especially at the beginning if you're dealing with a new person buying a new skin, a new body, a new head, new clothing, everything. Better to keep it simple, and that's why that's one of the reasons why I picked Signature, because you've only really got 2 choices, and when it comes to Belize mainline male skins, you've only got 4. We're going to go for Terence, and we're going to go for Skin Tone 01. Well, should we go for 2? Actually, no, we'll go for Skin Tone 2. 1,200 Lindens. Pay. And we've got that in now. We've got 1,910 Lindens left. The last major place we're going to is we're going to go to Volt Hair Taboo. Now, I'm a fan of short cut hairstyles. Never been a fan of the long hippie look. I'm a big fan of short cut hairstyles. And for that, what I remember, you need to turn around. There's Volt Hair there. There we go. So let's run in. Linden Lab, couldn't you have updated these default walks already? How long has this game been running? So we're going to go for a nice shortcut. You know what? We will go for... See, I don't like that. The whole hair over your eye. No, just no. We're going to go for Dexter. And what we need to do is we need to pick what colour I'm wanting to go for. I just want to go for plain black hair, so it's going to be pack 1 at 310 lindens, which leaves us at 1,600 lindens. So we've got the head. Let's just check what we've got here, folks. We've got hair, we've got skin, we've got body, we've got the head. What we need now is clothing, at least one set of clothing to go with this. And when it comes to gents' fashions, it's going to be dead wool, isn't it? It's going to have to be dead wool. Dead wool. What? No, seriously? Accept all. Go away. Dead wool. It's the place where I usually go. Dead wool tailor's cabin. Teleport. And what we're going to do with the remaining cash, or at least with some of the remaining cash we've got left, we're going to get a good set of clothing. Doesn't have to be, you know, doesn't have to be out there, as long as it's a nice set of clothing to get the avatar started off. And with the money remaining, hopefully there should be enough to get a decent animation for the avatar, because this walking like you've got a stick up your rear is not doing it for me. There's the jeans. We will go for a general colour of jeans here. How much is that? $3.90. That's a decent price. First thing we want to check is 100% original mesh, optimised for signature Gianni and Geralt, slink mail, Beliza Jake, mesh body, legacy. Gianni is the one that pops up a lot when you're buying clothes, so if it says Gianni, then it'll fit your body. We're going to go for that pair of jeans at $3.90. And actually, you know what? I'm going to be lazy and just pick a shirt from here. What we're looking at: signature Gianni staple tee, plain t-shirt. This looks good. Is it just the vest? I think it's just the vest you get. It's not the shirt. You know what? We'll just go for the staple tee just to get us started off. We will go for plain white. Nothing wrong with plain white. $3.60. Leaving us with $850. And here we are, shopping trip over. Now you probably notice up there we've got a little bit less money. Well, there's a story behind that we'll get into once we're finished overhauling this avatar. This is actually the second time recording this section because OBS was just, I don't know what happened with the first one, but we're going to be doing this all over again. Yeah, so again, this is the default avatar. We've just done our shopping trip. But because we're recording this on YouTube, yeah, I think you know what's coming next. I need to hide the middle bit here for obvious reasons. Build. I'm going to do the cheap and nasty way of doing this, so it saves me having to blur it out and post-editing over in Adobe Premiere. So let's hollow you out. We will make you Phantom, and we will colour this black. Move you over like that. Move you up just to cover the middle part. Keep YouTube happy. There we go, and that there should do it as well. So the first thing we need to do is we need to unpack everything that we just got our hands on. This is the easy part. It gets a little bit difficult after this. So close you out. We need to open up our inventory, and then we need to head into objects and work our way down. So the dead wool stuff first, which is the clothing. Detach. Kojima jeans. And detach. Then we're on to the hair. Just right click and add. Just to unpack all this stuff. The Beliza skin. Accept. Detach. Signature Gianni mesh body. Waiting this catching up here. Okay, try that again. Oh, the HUD's doing something weird here. Oh, there it is. Unpack. There we go. Close. Lelutka corner head. Accept. And I think we're done. So, first thing we need to do with this standard default avatar is strip it down to the bare minimum. So we go into the worn tab, look at clothing, male shape and outfit. And this is all the stuff that's currently being worn on top of the base avatar, the basic avatar. Right click on that folder and you want to remove everything. And what that will do is that will strip the avatar down to the very, very bare minimum, and then we add stuff on top of that avatar. So head into the recent folder, and the first thing we're going to do is pop on the signature Gianni body. So there's the body. There it goes. We will obviously need the feet and the hands, and we're going to head into the HUD. And the reason we're doing the HUD first, you can see it, even though we haven't put on the Beliza skin yet, you can actually see it. Looks as if the body's been dipped in oil. Some people like that look. Personally, I don't. Click on the three dots, shine in colours, and what we're going to do is get rid of all this spam here. We're going to bring the glossiness and shine down. Just a touch. There's a little bit of a sheen, but not much. And that should do it right there. Detach that. Now, we go into our Lelutka corner head. We're going to pop the head on, but first of all we need to look for this, which is the bomb head plus body applier eyes. We need to add that so it hides, as you can see, it's just done it there, it hides the default Second Life avatar eyes, because you don't want those clashing with the mesh eyes that you're about to pop on. Now what we need to do is go down a bit. We attach the eyes. There's the eyes now in place. We then attach the head. There's the head on, and we scroll down a little bit more and we add the teeth, and then we right click on shape and we wear the shape. Now you'll notice that it squeezes the body down. I don't know why a lot of head manufacturers do this. They end up squeezing the body down by quite a bit, but don't worry about that. We'll fix the body shape once we've got the basics of the avatar in place. There's the base mesh avatar now in place with an old skin on top, and we're going to fix that right now by heading into here, into the recent tab. Scroll up, we're going to head into Beliza Terrence Tone 2. We're going to add Terrence Tone 2 at the very top here. That is the skin for the body. Instant major difference. And we're going to head down here to the top. Beliza Skin Tone 2. Doesn't say body, just says skin. That's the one for the head. So we add that on, and there's the head down. See that? Instantly better look. Instantly better. So now what we need to do is move this over a bit like that, because the shape's changed slightly. There we go. Don't want to give YouTube any reason to get pissed off with the video. Now we've done the basics. The next thing we need to do is we need to head back into the recent folder, because we're now going to add the hair, which is here. So what we're going to look at is Dexter hair wear, and it's come out in white. We can change that though by heading into the HUD. So we add the heads up display and we pick a colour. We'll go for a nice dark colour, and there we go. So you can either have the hair looking like this with a completely shaved side, or if we head into, and I think it's the Beliza folder this is in, yeah, no it's not, it is the Lelutka folder. If we head into the Lelutka folder, down here at the base you've got add-ons, right? So you've got add-ons, LEL, EVOX, bomb, but you've got hair bases. The one we're looking at is not for Evo X bomb, because the skin that we got from Beliza is not Evo X. It's a standard skin that we got our hands on with the Beliza pack. What we are looking for is classic bomb. Right click and add. Accept. Detach. And now we go back into recent like that. And we're looking for unpack. Unpack hair bases Lelutka classic bomb. Look for the one that says M for male, add that, unpack that, and head into that folder. And what we're looking for is hairbase number 2, black M. And what should happen is that, see, now you've got a shaved back and sides that gradients up, if you're into that kind of look. So we've now got what is essentially our base avatar, but the problem is the base avatar shape isn't quite right. There's a way to fix that though. Right click and we go into edit shape, and we're now in the shape editor. And what we're going to do now, this is all down to, oh, there's me in the background, the Vic Mornington avatar sitting in the background there. This is all down to personal taste, folks. You can have a big beefcake avatar or a very, very thin avatar. But what I'm going to do is basically get the proportions a little bit better, because the legs are far too long on this avatar, and the top's a little bit on the thin side as well. So I am going to do just a quick once over. Just a quick once over with the looks of this avatar to get the thing a little bit more in proportion. Bring the muscles up just a touch. There we go. Neck thickness is fine. Neck length, bring that down just a touch. Shoulders, how are the shoulders looking? Let's bring the shoulders in just a little bit. Keep that. Arm length in just a touch. Hand size, keep that the way it is. Torso length, torso's a little bit long, so let's stretch that down. Keep that the way it is. Belly size is fine. Legs, the legs are a bit on the long side with this avatar. Again, it's the shape that comes with the head. For some strange reason, they make them look really, really ridiculous. Leg muscles up just a touch. Leg length down by quite a bit. Hip width, bring that out a touch. Hip length, bring that out a little bit more. And we'll bring the size of the rear up a little bit. Keep that the way it is, keep that the way it is, and that. Foot size is fine as well. Save. And we'll close this off. See, that looks a little bit more in proportion. Just a little bit more in proportion. Now, to get rid of this stupid box, we're going to put the jeans on. Where are we here? Oh, actually, no, we're not. No, we're not. Now, what we now have here is the base avatar. What I advise you to do is this. Right click, now wearing, save as, and name it whatever you want. This is your base avatar. Base 2022. And what you now have, if you go in to your outfits folder, which is here, you've just saved all of this. So if I was to open up this and replace it with new outfit new, which is one of the old, I think that's a cat, I'm not sure, but one of the old fox cat avatars I came up with years ago. This is an old avatar. Old avatar. What I can now do is right click on base, replace, and this happens. There we go. All saved. Simple right click and replace. But to get rid of this box, which is starting to annoy me, I am going to go into Deadwool, Kojima Jeans, Regal. I'm going to apply the alpha, which gets rid of the legs. There you go. And then I'm going to right click on Gianni, stack Regal, and add it. Now I can get rid of this box, finally. So I've got the jeans on. Now what I need to do is put the shirt on, which is the staple tee, Sean, staple tee Gianni white, add. And it's Deadwool, so it automatically gets rid of the skin underneath. And there we have it, folks. We've got our basic avatar. But you'll notice there's no feet, because we didn't actually get shoes. This is one of the reasons that the price up here has actually went down quite a bit. So I went on to the Second Life marketplace. If you've just signed up to Second Life, if you go to secondlife.com, at the very top, once you've logged into the secondlife.com website, obviously, at the very top on the website, you've got an option to go into the Second Life marketplace. Search for shoes. Simple as that. Search for shoes. Go in to the left-hand side menu and drill down into male shoes. And what will pop up are these. Rock running shoes, male, 99 Londons. Yep, that's a good thing about Rock. They're very basic shoes, but they're not bad. I mean, they're not the best, but they're not bad. So let's add that right and left. And we will also add the shoe base. And you'll end up with something that looks like that. Again, there are far better, much more detailed running shoes out there. But for 99 Londons, folks, you really can't complain. And what we now have here is your basic, decent looking avatar with one thing missing. Yeah, he still walks like he's got a stick up his ass, and this is the other reason that there's a whole load of money missing from that top part. Now, I was not able to do this in 1100, 11,000 Londons. It actually came out at the end to just over 12,000 Londons, because the main reason is for this, which is the Vista Animations animation override. It's been literally years since I bought my last AO, and I had no idea that the prices of AOs, animation overriders, had raised up so much. There was a time when you can get a decent animation overrider for as little as 300 to 450 Londons, and I mean a decent one, not one of these ones that had really horrible walks. Now they're up over 1,000 Londons, right? So yeah, here's your animation overrider. Let's right click and add that. Click on the go button and eventually turn around. Oh, it needs to load. See that? He's now got a casual way of standing, and he's now walking far, far better. So let's head back in to the main living room. Far better run as well. And we will line him up next to Mr. Vic Mornington, which is my main avatar here, and we'll do a quick comparison. There we go. He's a lot shorter. I must have squeezed down the height a little bit too much, but yeah, now these two avatars are actually wearing the same head. Same head, but if you look at the Mornington avatar and then look at the Burns avatar, the head shapes are different. You can customize your body style, your body height, your body fat, your leg length, your arm length, your torso length, your hip length. When you head up to the head, you can change the head style. As you can see, both these heads are the same head. It's the same Connor head, but with a completely different shape underneath them. And there we go, folks. We've went from a basic starter avatar to something that is at least semi presentable in all the clubs that you're going to be visiting out there. If I just get rid of Mr. Burns and head him over here somewhere in the corner, and we'll head back to my main avatar here. And there we go, folks. Now again, there are far cheaper options, mainly on the marketplace, the Second Life marketplace, to overhaul your default avatar with a mesh body and a mesh head. But again, generally speaking, this is not all the time, but generally speaking, if you go for some of the cheaper options that are out there, you will essentially be buying a head and a body, which for all intents and purposes is a dead-end product. In other words, there will be little to no updates, and if there is updates, you will more than likely run into the second biggest problem. And if I open up my inventory here, and I open up the outfits folder, where the hell is it? Oh, hold on, I'm still in the Victor Burns account. Well, we'll go into the outfits folder here, right? I've got like base, new body, new outfit. However, in the inventory for Mr. Vic Mornington here, I've got something like 25 suits, something like 17 different shirt and jeans outfits. Not a lot compared to some other people that I know, but a fair amount of clothing. I am going to hedge a bet here that if you ran out to the marketplace and bought the cheapest budget default mesh based avatar on the marketplace that you are currently having difficulty finding clothes that will fit around that mesh avatar. This is why I decided to go down the road of going for the more expensive signature Geralt based mesh body, because practically every single male mesh clothing manufacturer, like Deadwool, in fact, is this a Deadwool outfit I'm wearing here? I don't know who made this outfit, but yeah, the outfit manufacturer, this red thing that I'm wearing here, most of the major male clothing manufacturers are making clothing that will fit on a Geralt signature based body. Again, you can go down the road of going for a much cheaper mesh body and mesh head, but you are going to have zero guarantees that down the line you will be able to find mesh clothing that will comfortably fit around your avatar without looking completely misshapen. This is why I've always said it's better to spend a little bit extra now rather than having to struggle to find clothes later on down the road. Links to all the shops, that's SLURLs, to all the shops that I went to buy this avatar here, which is of course the Mr. Burns avatar. Links to all the shops where I bought all this is going to be down in the description. That is it from me, folks. As always, thanks for watching and have a good one.